I can't give up the carbs and sugar and shit. Welcome to Scott the Truck Driver Uncut. Well, I'm out here at the lake today shooting some footage for another couple videos I'll be putting out, but I decided to stop and do a quick Scott the Truck Driver Uncut and shit. I've been getting a lot of people who are having difficulty getting on the keto diet, or they tried it for a while and fell off of it, and but they want the changes. They know something needs to change about their health and their predicament, and a lot of them glom on to calories in, calories out, eat less, move more, all of that other shit. And we've done it all. We've done all that already. We've been through that. I mean, how many times are we going to do the same shit over and over again? I haven't counted calories in a couple years. You know, what it boils down to is you have to want to be healthy more than you want the carbs, the sugar, the junk foods, the crap. If you don't crave feeling better and not being medicated and not being overweight or obese more than you crave sugar, carbs, beer, all of that shit, then you're not going to last. You're not going to make it, because we're in a society that promotes these things over and over again. They're constantly pushed on us, no matter where we go. Social events, bars, restaurants, friends' houses, family dinners, it's all there. It's ingrained in our way of life. And in order to push back against that pressure, you need to have experienced, first of all, by giving yourself 6 to 8 weeks to adapt. You need to experience the benefits. You need to get over the addictions and the withdrawals from those addictions. But a lot of people fall short. I see people give up really quick, and it's because they don't give the withdrawal a chance to pass. They succumb to the addictions, and some of them won't admit it to themselves. They don't want to admit that they're basically succumbing to their addictions. They try and rationalize it or justify it, or I just won't do it as bad, or I'll go back to counting calories, or I'll just eat whole foods with lots of fruit, and there's that way's been done before. We've done that. If you're a carb burner and you're trying to lose weight, you have to count calories. That's basically it. Or you have to do extreme long amounts of fasts and endure tons of hunger, which hunger in and of itself can break your will. I have pretty good willpower. I can go a while. But not everybody has that. And you have to work on it. It's a skill that is built, because when I started this journey out, willpower wasn't something I had a lot of. I kept having cheat days. I kept going back. And it's not to say I'll never have another cheat day, but it's to say that I don't really want one right now, which is the first for me. It used to be I would look forward. My ketogenic periods would be from cheat day to cheat day. I'd be looking forward to it. I'd be like, yes, I'm going to have one. And now I'm like, I can have one, but why? I don't really need one right now. I should probably save it for a situation that calls for it. Like being in an environment where either I don't eat or I eat bad. And then recover from that. Now, I do plan on doing some carb experiments and whole foods without sugar experiments in the future, along with the carnivore diet, so I'll be going to both extremes at some point. But generally, I try to stick with keto in its current form as the best way to go. And you should too. Sorry, I had to look and make sure everything was rolling. That's what happens when you do a one-off in the park. Plus, people walk by and look at me funny. So, in other news, I've been treating my mother. Well, I haven't been treating my mother. It's not like she's my patient, but she's come to me asking for help and advice because her blood sugar was over 300 when she went to the emergency room for an unrelated accident. So I've had her on a ketogenic diet. She wants to do keto junk food. She's not concerned with weight loss, though. She wants her blood sugar to come down so she doesn't get put on diabetes medication, or in the case of over 300 insulin, they might put her on insulin. So I told her she has to commit to this or they're going to do that. There's two options when you get to that level of diabetes. You either stick to a strict ketogenic diet the rest of your life, or you have carbs and go on medication the rest of your life. That's the options. And to me, it's a no-brainer, because keto is a hell of a lot cheaper than pharmaceuticals and doctor's visits and complications, because the pharmaceuticals only get you so far. In the end, you still get there. Whereas if you stay keto the rest of your life, you won't succumb to diabetes. It would be impossible for your blood sugar to get out of control to the point where it causes loss of limbs, loss of all kinds of other shit, and that's just basically what we have to do. So there's that. But she's got her blood sugar's at 105 right now, which is an all-time low for her. How's it going?
All we need is the geese, right?
Yeah. So her blood sugar's 105 right now. And she's lost, I think, 5 pounds so far. It's only been a week. This is a week. I was able to get her from 300 blood sugar to 150 in one fucking week. I mean, name to me a pill that does that. But the thing is, she's tried this before and failed. So, she had a stroke at one point. And I tried to help her with diet, and she just couldn't give up the carbs and sugar. She just couldn't. She didn't understand it. It was a completely new concept to her. Now she's seen what I've done. She's, had to cook food for me because I wouldn't eat the shit that she used to cook. And so she knows how to be keto now as far as from a cooking and food prep standpoint. And she's baked all kinds of recipes and food replacements. And now that she's going keto, she is also experimenting with replacements. She made a bread replacement. I tasted it. It tasted like fucking spongy shit. But she says she needs bread. I don't need bread anymore. I don't crave it. I'm not going nuts for bread. Pasta, I could probably eat pasta still. I do miss pasta to a degree, but I'm not craving it. I'm not about to succumb to willpower issues because I don't have pasta in my life. I've unaddicted myself to seeking that reward for my dopamine hit. And you should do that too. It's a long process. It requires some willpower to get through the withdrawal period from these comfort foods and the sugar. But just seeing the results in my mother means I know I'm on the right path. So every time I get a detractor, and I do get them, I get comments from people who want to dispute keto and, they think fasting is all you need. And I've been down the road. I've been doing this for a long time now. 3 years is a long time. And I've maintained my weight loss and made progress almost all the way to, I'm literally 2 pounds off of normal BMI. And, I would argue I'm a little thin in some areas and I need to bulk up a little. And that's just how it takes that level of perseverance and patience to get there. If you rush there, you're gonna fall on your ass at some point and undo all the hard work. If you're hungry all the time, chances are you did it the wrong way. And you're going to have to keep doing it that way. I.e., if you did eat less, move more to lose the weight, you have to eat less, move more the rest of your life to keep it off. That's that simple. Your body will adjust to the deficit in calories. Even whether you're subtracting it on MyFitnessPal or whether you're subtracting it by running for 3 hours in the gym, your body will compensate. And there's other issues that can arise. Injuries. You can burn off muscle if you overdo it in the gym. There's all kinds of issues that can come from a calorie deficit. There's not a whole lot of issues that come from just eating keto. And I've yet to experience anything other than the electrolyte thing, which only really happens on long fasts at this point. I only cramp up on long fasts. So if I eat keto and do like 16 and 8, I don't get cramps. So I would say that's the only negative side effect that I've experienced from keto. And I have endless amounts of energy. I don't require naps. I'm not hungry. I eat out of habit more than hunger. There's times when I get to the, I could eat something hunger, but I'm never at that I'm ravenously starving hunger that I hear tons of people on the standard American diet say to me all the time. They act like they've been wandering across the fucking desert in, the middle of summer with no food and water for 5 days when it's only been 2.5 hours since their last fucking meal or snack. And we got to change that if you want to be healthy. But that being said, if you are happy with your current level of health and you want to roll the dice and hope that you're the 1 in 4 people that make it to old age while eating shit all the time and not having problems, then so be it. But I'm here to tell you that the majority of people end their health span early and end up in a 10 to 20 year cycle. And that's if they're lucky and they don't die sooner than that, because I've seen people younger than me dying of preventable metabolic disease. And, you're rolling the dice. That's all I can say to people that stick to the standard American diet and try to outrun it and try to outfast it. You're just rolling the dice. And maybe you'll get lucky, and I hope you do. I hope you get lucky. I hope you get to the finish line without being on 10 to 12 fucking prescription medications and having to go to the doctor every 3 weeks and having to get examined and fucking MRI'd and getting limbs fucked up and all of the other shit that comes with eating that way your entire life. We weren't designed for this diet. This diet is here for one reason and one reason only. And that's fucking money. Profit. Straight up profit. That is the only reason the standard American diet is there. It's not there for your health. It's not there for your energy. It's not there in case you're starving. It's not there to fulfill your hunger needs. It is there because it is profitable, it is addicting, and it is designed to keep you coming back for more. To keep you hungry, to keep you in the treadmill, and then you get shipped off to the diet and fitness industry's treadmill, and then when that fails, you end up in the medical treadmill at the end of your life. I don't want to be in that treadmill. I'm at a nice age, and I'm actually doing more now physically and emotionally and energy-wise here in my 40s than I did in my 20s. And I wish I would have known this shit when I was in my 20s, because I think I would have lived a much healthier, happier life if I had just made some different choices early on. But like many of people I encounter that try and fail at this, I just wasn't willing to listen because I didn't think anything was wrong. You get so used to feeling like shit, to needing naps, to being hungry all the time, you just feel that that's the norm. And it's not the norm. So if you haven't experienced it yet, I recommend you give it a shot. But what the fuck do I know? I'm not an expert. I'm just a fucking asshole. Have a nice motherfucking day. And shit.